श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदाकृति श्रीवासरंग परकाल मुनित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात् परक्षणैत्योगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूत मनर्गशीलं गोपाल देशिक मुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः। व्यासं वशिष्ठ नप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. So today we will have the next Slokam. So this is the 80th Slokam. Tejo vrisho dyutidharaha sarvashastrabhritambaraha pragraho nigraho vyagro naikashringo gadagrajaha. Tejo vrisho dyutidharaha sarvashastrabhritambaraha. Tejo vrishaha. We will just look at the one-liner first, then get into the deeper meanings and the essence of these namas as interpreted and enjoyed by the Acharya Purushas. Sri Parasara Bhattar, Sri Adi Shankara and others. So, Tejo Vrisha, one who showers the tejas, the splendor on his devotees in the form of his protection. Dyuti Dharaha, one who is like a majesty. He is Gambhiryan, Kabiraha. He is full of the personification of majesty. Sarvasastra Bhritambaraha. He is the one who is armed with all kinds of weapons. The best among those warriors who are armed with all ayudams, weapons. Sarvasastra Bhritambaraha. Pragraha, the one who is the controller. Kattupaduttubavan, he is the one who controls us. Nigraha, one who has firm control over all creation, or one who destroys. So, pragraho, nigraho, vyagraha, one who has no end. Naika shringaha, one who has many, many rays of effulgence, many rays of splendor radiating from him. From the sun, we see many rays coming up to the world. Similarly, from him, we see many rays of effulgence radiating from him. Gada Grajaha, the elder brother of Gada. We will see who is Gada. So, in fact, Gada Grajaha means elder brother of Gada. In fact, Ramanuja is called Goda Grajaha, the elder brother of Goda, Andal. So, Tejo Vrisho Dyutidhara Sarvasastra Bhritambaraha Pragraho Nigraho Vyagro Naikashringo Gada Grajaha. Tejaha, Tejo Vrishaha, one who showers his splendor, his tejas on his devotees in the form of his protection. There is another meaning, one who showers rain through the sun to the entire world. One who showers the radiance on everything. One who showers the weapons on the enemies of his devotees. So, Tejo Vrishaha. Parasara Bhattar says, the meaning, he says, Tejo Vrishaha means he sees a connection through the sequence of namas. He showers splendor in the form of protection of the good-hearted being. So he is Tejo Vrishaha. Currently we are enjoying the Krishna avatar. So here he says the protection of the cows, the protection of the cowherd folks that we saw in the previous nama is being referred to. Bhagavan showering his tejas, his shakti on his devotees in the form of protection. The innocent folks, the illiterate folks in Ayarpadi loved Kannan with all their hearts, with no fake, with no kapatam. There is unalloyed devotion in their hearts, unalloyed love in their hearts. So he showered his grace and protection on them, just like the mother cow secretes milk for the calf with all its heart, with all its love. So Tejas also refers to water. Tejasam ambasham aditya rupena varshanat tejo vrishaha. Shankaracharya uses this. He always showers rain through the medium of the sun. The sun sucks the heat from the ocean and showers through the clouds. Tejamsi adhaya aditya rupena varshativa. So, just as the sea water, which by itself is unusable for most purposes, is converted by the sun into potable, drinkable, usable water, so the thought of Bhagavan distills our mind, our heart, purifies us from bad thoughts. Just like we cannot live without water, we cannot live without him either. Just the sun keeps functioning behind our conscious thoughts to purify the seawater into a form that is usable by us in terms of the rainwater, so is his grace, his mercy, his daya, always functioning to purify our thoughts constantly, continuously. So that is why we need to keep on meditating, reciting his namas. Tejo vrisho dyutitaraha, sarvasastra dyutidaraha. Dyutidaraha means he who possesses a majesty. He is majesty. Parasara Bhattar gives one who had the effulgence, radiance at a very young age in his Krishna avatar, that could even impress, bedazzle, completely blind Devendra, Chaturmukha Brahma. They all were overwhelmed with his tejas, with his splendor. Shri Shankaracharya says, Kanti. Kanti in all Bhagavan's limbs. Kanti means the brightness, the tejas, the splendor, effulgence. So, Kanti, the beauty and Kanti of his limbs are described. Suvarnavarno Hemango Varanga Chandanangadi. Same way he is saying here, it refers to his limbs. Dyutidara. Because he supports the duty that is characteristic of the sun, the moon, all the devas, the lightning, the ratna. So wherever radiance is there, it is because of the tiniest, minutest particle of Perumal's radiance. Wherever there you see tejas, splendor, radiance, luster, whether it is a diamond stone or the sun or the moon or the stars or the lightning or in a person's face, it's all because of the iota particle of his radiance, the Lord's radiance. Sri Chinmayananda says it is the Kanti, it is the effulgence in us that enables us to be aware of our perceptions, our emotions, our thoughts, and that essence is the minutest radiance of the Lord's. So, Jyoti is also referred to, it is not the physical beauty that one sees in the body. It is the radiance that emanates from the inner Atma and is reflected in the body. It is mirrored in the body. So, he quotes the famous saying in Tamil, Raman irukkumidam idathil Kaman illai. Kaman irukkumidathil Raman illai. There is no kamam, desire, lust, where Rama is contemplated. Where there is no Rama, there the desire and lust will come. This nama signifies to us that every part of Bhagavan's form is that it evokes extreme devotion on the devotee and extreme radiance to the devotee. One should go through the Bhagavad Dhyana Sopana of Swami Desika to know the radiance of the Lord, the radiance of Lord Ranganathan. Sarvasastra Bhritambaraha, the best among those warriors who are armed with all weapons. So here Parasara Bhattar refers to the Nama indicate that he was the foremost among the wielders of weapons in his fight against the Asura by name Narakasura, by all the Asuras, Shishupala, Kamshan, Jarasandhan, etc. The Bhatta says it was a child's play for the Lord during his avataram to wield these weapons against his enemies. Even Vishnu Purana says, Manushya Dharma Leelasya Leelasa Jagatpatehe Astranyaneka Rupani Yad Aratishu Munchati. Vishnu Purana, for the Lord of the world, Krishna, who was diverting himself with the activities of the human beings in the avataram, it was a mere play to discharge different kinds of weapons against his enemies. In fact, the Jarasandhan, when the Jarasandhan fight you must have heard of, Jarasandhan got his two daughters married to Kamsa. When Krishna killed Kamsa, Jarasandha was so antagonized. He was so angered by this act of Krishna. So Jarasandha, actually King Brihadrata of Magadha kingdom, was married to the twin daughters of King Kashi. Brihadrata loved his wives equally, and he had all joys of the world. He had all Aishwaryam, but no son. So the sage Chandra Kaushika visited his kingdom and blessed the king with a lovely, sweet, divine mango. Brihadrata gave one half of the mango to one wife, other half to the other wife, because he loves them equally. After 9 months, they both had a child. One wife gave birth to half a child, other wife gave another half of the child, and there was a lady, and she clubbed both the flesh together, and it became two of the half of the child to become one. So that Jara Sandhi means two put together. So when these two became, the Jarasandha grew up and he got so much power. Jarasandha grew up and became a very powerful king. He defeated many other kings. Now, what happens? The Yudhishthira wanted to perform Rajasuya Yagam. So when Yudhishthira wanted to perform the Rajasuya Yaga, either all kings accept him as the Chakravarti and they obey Yudhishthira, or if somebody is fighting with Yudhishthira, he has to kill or he has to conquer that king. Now Jarasandha has to be fought in order to perform the Rajasuya Yagam by Yudhishthira. So Yudhishthira was overwhelmed with grief because he did not know how to fight with Jarasandha, because Jarasandha had earlier fought with Krishna after Krishna killed Kamsa, and every time Krishna defeated Jarasandha, several times Krishna and Balarama ran away from Jarasandha because Jarasandha had a huge army. Every time he came, he was defeated by Krishna. But sometimes he is called Ranchod. Krishna is respected and worshipped in the north as Ranachod, means run. He is a running chod. He runs because he ran away from Jarasandha. He moved the kingdom from Mathura to Dwaraka so that the citizens are safe in order to protect them from Jarasandha. So Jarasandha was like a terror. But so Yudhishthira told Krishna, why did you then lose to Krishna? Why did you run away to Jarasandha? Krishna smiled. I take the avataram to destroy all evil, all asuras, all devil. So if I kill Jarasandha in the first fight, what about the sleeper cells? There are so many sleeper cells of terrorists. I need to kill them all. So what Jarasandha does? He brings some 10,000 army and I kill them all except leave Jarasandha. So Jarasandha goes back, defeated. Then he brings another 20,000 people next time. He came like that 18 times. Every time he was defeated. Now, I will now again bring him to fight. Now I will take Bhima, Arjuna, and I myself will go. And upon reaching Magadha, Krishna, Arjuna and Bhima challenged Jarasandha to a wrestling match. But they said, you can choose one of us. And Jarasandha knows about Krishna. Krishna is the one who runs away because he is a Ranachod. He would not fight Krishna. He is a cowherd boy. He did not match my dignity. He doesn't match my social standing. I am the king. So he refused to fight against Arjuna also because Arjuna is younger. So he wanted to fight with Bhima because Bhima is mighty, worthy opponent. Bhima and Jarasandha fought for days together, both equally matched. Neither succumbed to the defeat. Bhima, realizing that Jarasandha was an equal match, looked to Krishna for help because every time Bhima tears open Jarasandha, his body comes and stuck again because he has been blessed with two bodies which are glued together. Krishna knew the story of Jarasandha's birth, so he picked up a grass from the floor. He broke the grass, the pull, the twig from the floor. He broke it longitudinally in two halves and threw the two halves in the other direction, the right half to the left and the left half to the right. So Bhima understood. He immediately tore Jarasandha. He split his legs and split his body into two. He threw the right half to the left and left half to the right so that they might not join. So this is the way our Krishna uses people as ayudams. He is the one who takes people as ayudam. He was diverting himself with the activities like that. It is a mere play for him to use even Arjuna and Bhima as the weapons. So even Bhagavad Gita, he says in 10th chapter 31st Slokam, Pavanam Pavatam Asmi Ramaha Shastrabratam Aham Jashanam Makarashasmi Srotasam Asmi Jannavi. Of moving things, I am the mind, I am the wind. Of those who wear weapons, I am Rama. Of fishes, I am Makara. Of rivers, I am Ganga. So Bhagavan is the best among those who wield weapons because he uses them for a constructive destruction, constructive purpose, to kill the demon. Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkrita. So the Lord's discourse itself is called the auspicious vision. Sudarshana. Sudarshana. Auspicious vision. Even the Sudarshana it blesses us, grants us with all the benefits. It is the maturity of one's evolution when one becomes fit for one's own unfoldment, so that we get Sudarshana, auspicious darshan of the Lord's divine discourse. Then Pragraha. Pragraha is Kattupaduttubavar, controller. Pragraha. Here Parasara Bhattar explains that it's Lord Krishna's excellent control over Arjuna. He was only Arjuna's charioteer. He was only an Arjuna's chauffeur, Teroti. Arjuna is the chief. Who is better, the driver or the owner? Arjuna is the chief. But Bhattar is saying that Krishna is the chauffeur. But he was the one who controlled Arjuna. How did he control Arjuna? If you know the last slokam, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Srir Vijayo Bhutihi, Dhruva Nitin Matin Mama. Sri Sanjaya says to Dhritarashtra, it is the last sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, where there is Krishna, where there is Arjuna who holds the divine bow, there is always Jayam, there is always Sri, the wealth, there is always Nidhi, that is honesty, integrity, that is firm, it will be firm, steady, of Jayam, of integrity, of wealth. So, that is the crude translation of the meaning of the sloka. However, the first chapter in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, who is always with the divine bow, he looks at his Acharya, he looks at his grandfather, he looked at his cousins, everyone, and he gets funked. He gets totally deluded, confused. What will I do? How can I fight among my own cousins, brothers, and my Acharyan, my grandfather, and what for I need to kill them? And his bow simply fell off his hand. He lost strength in his knees. He could not stand. He stood. He just sat down. He could not even have strength. He says, I am completely deluded. Please advise Krishna. Now Krishna says, Kutastva Kashmalamitam. How do you get this dirt in your mind? Why do you get confused? Then whole 18 chapters of Krishna Bhagavad Gita. And at the end, what happens? Krishna stands with the divine bow. He is able to stand. He has got the strength back. He is able to hold the divine bow. Now he is going to simply create destruction and destroy the entire Kaurava Sena. Then rest is history. So what happened in between? From the time he lost the strength, the bow, and the time he took the bow in his hand, what stood is Krishna, Arjuna held on to Krishna's feet. Please save me. I am confused. I do not know what to do. I am deluded. I have lost my strength. I am weak. So whenever each of us, whenever we are at the crossroads, we do not know what to do. My future is bleak. I am looking for something, but I am completely clueless now. Hold on to Krishna's lotus feet. Utter his japam. Recite Vishnu Sahasranama. Have unflinching, unconditional faith in him. He would grant us the strength just like he gave to Arjuna through somehow, and we will be able to stand firm on our legs, take the divine bow again and start creating, keep rocking in our life. That is why he is the one who is controller, pragrahaha. So Parasara Bhattari explained, he was a normal driver, but he was in the driver's seat. Always in English they say, who is in the driver's seat? They are the one who controls. The one who drives is the one who controls rest of us, rest all the passengers. So it is he who is pragraha, the controller. Shankaracharya says Bhagavan has the name pragraha because he receives offering such as leaf, such as fruit. So Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, even if you offer leaf, water, fruit, I'm pleased to accept that. Sri Shankaracharya also gives an alternative interpretation that Bhagavan, he refers to the overall control that Bhagavan exerts on a devotee. Otherwise, the uncontrolled horse like senses, roaming, running amok behind the material worldly pleasures, sense objects. It is because of his anugraham, it is because of his grace, the true devotee is able to overcome the involvement of sensory pleasures, sense objects, and proceeds. Each one of you, in spite of my rambling, you are able to devote your time to listen, to recite Vishnu Sahasranama and listen to the Krishna Katha the Vishnu Sahasranama essence, because it is his anugraham that you are able to overcome the involvement of the worldly attractions to see the TV or the Netflix or whatever it is. So pragraha. Next one is nigraha, vyagraha. So nigraha means the subduer, one who has a firm control over all creation. Parasara Bhattar Vyakhyanam means he has this nama since he successfully subdued all the enemies in Mahabharata war as a charioteer without expecting the support of Arjuna as his valor. Do you think Arjuna, he told Arjuna, you are only a nimittam, you are only an instrument, you are only an equipment. I am the one who is going to perform the battle. You are nimitta matram, you are only an instrument. So here it says he has firm control over all creation. So that is nigraha. Bhagavan is in the context of his destroying the ego of his devotees, also nigraha. This is like a doctor. Valal aruthu chudinum Maruthuvanpal Malada Kadal Noyalan Pol. Kulasegaralva says, the doctor takes a sharp knife and cuts your thigh. It bleeds. But you love the doctor in spite of his cutting your thigh, because there is a tumor inside the thigh. He is removing the disease from the thigh. He cuts your flesh, still you love him. So that is why he is the one who destroys our ego, and he absorbs the devotee to himself. Then is Vyagraha. Pragraho, Nigraho, Vyagraha. He who is very enthusiastic to destroy the enemies of his devotees. In the Mahabharata war, Krishna was so excited and enthusiastic to go ahead with the Kurukshetra battle because he wanted to kill the entire Kaurava clan. He who has no end is also another meaning. He who moves around on Garuda. Agraha. Parasara Bhattar Vyakhyanam means Krishna took the lead as needed in the Mahabharata. Before he could not put up with any delay in putting down the enemies of Arjuna. So, ye yanti yantyeva sinipar pravira. In Mahabharata it says, those who have gone forever. So, those who are still left, let them all go at once. You will see now that Bhishma is thrown from his chariot, and also Drona with his army. Krishna says all that. Krishna jumped down from his chariot and leaving the horses advanced towards against Bhishma with the chariot chakra in his hand when he was going to attack Bhishma. Because Bhishma was simply creating a havoc on Arjuna. In order to protect Arjuna, he immediately rushed to the rescue of Arjuna to fight against Bhishma. Those who have gone forever. Those who are still left, let them all go right now. You will now see that Bhishma is thrown from his chariot and thrown off with his army. He jumped and tried to run towards Bhishma. That is his way of controlling and excited, ecstatic to kill the enemies of his devotee. So pragraho, nigraho, vyagraha, naikasringaha, one who adopted diverse tactics for controlling the devotee's enemy. Again Krishna, he creates so many tactics. He who has multiple means of causing distress to his enemies. So here in Mahabharata, he says, Buddhi Yoga, Sharatyam, Anayuda, Grahana, Vyajaha, Praptakale, Tadgrahanam, Iti Bahu Vairi Badakam, Asya, Iti Na Ekasringaha. He is Naikasringaha because he adopted several ways for bringing about the fall of the enemies. Giving good advice, skillfully driving the chariot, pretending that he would not use any weapon, but making use of his weapon at the opportune moment, interchanging day and night to kill Jayatrathan. So Namalvar says, Manmishai பெரும் பாரம் நீங்க ஓர் பாரத மாபெரும் போர் பண்ணி மாயங்கள் செய்து சேனையை பாழ்பட நூற்றிருப்பது போய். ஸோ இருத்து போய். ஸோ to reduce the weight of this world caused by the ahankara of people, the Lord caused Mahabharata war, performed many miracles, many mysterious deeds, as if some mantra was invoked for such step, made sure that his design succeeded. Nutrit, fabricated, nutrit poi. Nutrit means the fabricated, he fabricated as if it is manufactured. Shankaracharya uses this, saying he who has got many horns. Animals with horns come under control when their horns are seized. Bhagavan comes under control of his devotees through the four horns, which are 4 Vedas. Chatvari Shringa, Trayosya Pada, Dve Shirshe, Sapta Hastashaya, Trida Baddho, Vrishabo, Ror Viti, Mahadevo, Martyagam, Avivesha. Rigveda. Here the 4 horns refer to the 4 Vedas. The 3 feet refer to the 3 daily sacrifices, 3 Agni performed by the Brahmins. So Naikashungo Gadagrajaha. Gadagrajaha is the elder brother of Gada, or he who was born as a result of mantra, tapas. So here, or he who pervades those who walk the talk. Gada Agra Jaha, one who does what they say, one who practices what he preaches. He manifests in them, he blesses them. So here there was a child by name Gada born to Vasudeva after Krishna. Gada's mother is Sunama, one of the wives of Vasudeva. So Gada was born later after Krishna to Vasudeva and Sunama. So she is like a stepsister. And so he is Gada Agrajaha. Shankaracharya says Gada Agrajaha, Nigadaha Agrajaha, born as a result of mantra. As in the case of Lord Rama, who was born as a result of Putra Kameshti Yagam. As in the case of Krishna, was born as a result of tapas. Even Rukmini writes a love letter to Krishna where he refers to him as Gadagrajaha. So Gada means, he derives the meaning of Gada. Agra means one who keeps the Brahmins healthy spiritually. It also means Gadana Vyaktam Shabdam Kurvatam Manushyana Agrajaha, the foremost and the best among those who produce sound, the Vedam. And he is revealed in the Vedas. That is why he is called Vachaspati, Hayagriva. So Gadagrajaha. Thus we have the beautiful shloka today, which is Tejo Vrishodhyuditaraha Sarvasastra Pragraho Nigraho Vyagro Naikashango Gadagrajaha. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyosmi.